Welcome back to another episode of the SHARAPY. I'm Dr. Pac-10. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Today I have a very special guest. All right, it's all good. All right, let me get back in my natural. Okay. All right. What it do? I'm the host Pac-10, and this is another episode of the SHARAPY. Y'all make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. And today I got a very special guest. Everybody's special on this show. Good friend of mine. I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
What's good? My name is Yachtmasta, and I'm just blessed to be here today. You know what I'm saying? Talk to a good brother of mine.
Yeah.
Good friend, real good friend, real good spirit, man.
Yeah. I'm liking that fit, man. That's very fly.
Thank you, bro. I
Yeah,
appreciate it.
yeah.
I do.
No, there's nothing to it, man. To the people that don't know you, that's tuning in to the show, where you from and what do you do?
Okay, I'm going to say again, my name is Yachtmasta Claico. That's what I go by on all platforms except Facebook until they let me change my name. I'm a master barber. I'm an entrepreneur. And I would like to say I'm a motivational speaker. I'm a motivational speaker. I like to be a portal through people, to speak life into them, to help them understand what it's like to take accountability, show love, be natural, be pure. And just most importantly, man, just, think about mind over matter and be mindful.
Yeah. You said you're a barber.
Yeah, I'm a barber.
I knew you was a barber. I don't know why I just kept. I don't know why I just asked that question. Cause he cut my hair. Y'all don't see how good I look. Look good, right? Yeah. But to the people that don't know, what made you become a barber?
Man, my growing up, I always saw my mom do hair and my sister do hair and stuff like that. And my daddy used to cut me and my little brother's hair. One day I was watching him cut my little brother's hair, and I was asking him, like, how you do this and how you do that. And eventually one day he just started teaching me how to line up.
Right.
Do the lineups and stuff like that.
Right. So
I was going on with that. My brother, before he had passed away, peace be upon him, he was showing me how to, fade and do all that.
Yeah. So he showed you the ropes on how to cut hair.
Yeah.
Just gave you good guidance.
Yeah. So
yeah,
I've been cutting hair since I was in middle school, but I was afraid to fade people up.
Yeah.
But because I had more experience lining people up, because my daddy was showing me that. My brother was showing me too. Yeah. I just took it in middle school, and I was like, I'm going to just line people up and get some concession money. And just,
Right. You mentioned that you're a barber, you a motivational speaker. Which one out of those three, which one is your main focus?
So I can't say which one is my main focus. I believe it all coincides. It all go together because being a barber allowed me to open up this person that I never knew who I was. Yeah. So and that's being 100% myself. That's being unapologetically me, and that is something that allowed me to understand who I was and knowing what I want to do and my purpose. Mm-hmm. So, when I cut people hair, I'm talking to them the whole time. Mm-hmm. Kind of like a therapy session. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, it definitely is therapy.
So me finding my purpose or what I'm aligned with or what I'm supposed to be doing, I had an uncle who died. He was always telling me, man, one day you're going to be a pastor. I ain't going to be no pastor. But, being a motivational speaker is a form of ministry. Yeah. So speaking to the people, cultivating, motivating, and helping them see what life is about, I think. And that's how I found, what all that together is how I found, what I truly want to do.
Right. They used to call me Pastor 10. They used to call me Pastor 10.
They used to call you Pastor 10?
Yeah, because I always was preaching. You know what I'm saying? I always, I don't know why they call me that. I mean, maybe I'm not the best at speaking, but I'm good at motivating.
You most definitely have a gift.
Yeah.
You make it to where people can really be comfortable.
Yeah.
And I heard you say something earlier how you pray.
Yeah, most definitely.
I thought that was the most beautiful thing in the world.
Yeah, most definitely. Gotta pray, give thanks to the Most High.
Yes, for sure.
Gotta give thanks to the Most High, because without Him, it would not be no me. It would not be anything in this room. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, God is almighty.
Yeah. As a black man, what's one daily habit that helps you protect your peace or your mental health?
I would like to say prayer, meditation, and self-reflecting. I self-reflect literally like every day.
Self-reflect.
I self-reflect every single day.
Is that when you say you self-reflect? Is that like in a way of like finding some way to forgive something about yourself, or what do you mean directly by that?
So it's more so of that, like me forgiving whatever I did that was right or wrong. Well, I'm gonna say wrong. You ain't gonna forgive. You ain't got nothing to forgive yourself if you know you did right. So if I did something wrong, I'm gonna reflect on that, and I'm gonna try to get to the core problem of why I feel wrong or bad from something I did or whatever.
Yeah.
And I reflect on that. You know, like if I said something about somebody that was negative, or I tuned into a negative situation or something like that.
Is that healthy? Because it's like, okay, nobody's waking up every day and trying to go out here and judge anybody or making it wrong decisions, but to sit back every day and kind of like put a strain on yourself. I'm not saying like how you do your prayers is one thing, but reflecting on like, oh dang, I shouldn't have did this, or is it more of that, or am I wrong about that? Like,
so to me personally, I feel like self-reflecting is more so like a thing you tap in when you connecting with your spirit. So when you connecting within, you will learn in that process. You will learn like self-reflecting.
Yeah,
you will learn what it's like to look at yourself in the mirror and accept that wrong you did.
Right.
Not so much as moping about it. It's so much as like accepting what you did wrong and moving forward.
But do you feel like you got to address that every time when you go every day?
Well, it just depends on what your cognitive thinking is. It just depends on like how you think.
Because when you praying, you asking for forgiveness.
Not all the time.
Most of the time when I'm praying, I do that within my prayer.
So when I pray, it's not always for forgiveness. It's more for like awareness, to be aware, to help me be aware.
But that's what you reflecting on.
Yeah.
That's part of your reflection process.
Yeah.
Your prayer.
But I'm also making sure I tell myself, hey, fix this. You know what I'm saying? Because like, okay, I'm gonna
that's
give you
the self-reflection.
I'm gonna give you an example.
Okay.
We as humans, we partake into a lot of things like vices. You know what I'm saying? Like some people vices weed, some people vices liquor. You know what I'm saying? They're vices. So I feel like if it's something that you want to do mentally and spiritually, when you self-reflect, like if you want to let go of those things, and if you continue to do it, knowing that you really want to stop, so self-reflecting would allow you to acknowledge that, so that way you can put yourself in a position one day to stop. You understand?
Yeah, kind of, sort of.
So what don't you understand?
When it's like you knowing you're doing something wrong, and you continuously keep doing it, but you put yourself in a position to like self-reflect on that.
We are creatures of habit.
Yeah, for sure.
So being that we are creatures of habit, sometimes it'd be hard to stop that thing that you want to stop.
It's like when it comes to self-reflection, like, okay, to do that every day, like, man, I need to stop smoking weed. Man, I ain't finna, and then you going to buy a sack. But you still went and bought the sack, and you told your every day you telling, man, I need to stop. Oh, you smoking with whoever? Man, I need to stop. I'm putting. I'm put it down.
Some people can stop cold turkey, and
I stopped cold turkey.
But that's you have a different cognitive thinking.
But I drank.
You have a different way.
I drank a little bit.
You have a strong sense of, willpower within self.
I mean, I'm not perfect because it's like I stopped smoking, but I drink a little bit. If I'm being honest, I can say that. I ain't no alcoholic, but you know what I'm saying? Everybody got the things that they run to, that they cope with. But am I reflecting every day like, man, I really need to stop drinking? When I got the hangover, I do say that. So I am aware. But come around that weekend, I'm back on the bottle.
So that's more of that's what I say, it's more like a you thing, and how the step that you take to be able to do that.
Right.
So my steps that I take in order to heal from something that I no longer want in my life,
Yeah.
I reflect on it. And each day I do that, I acknowledge that it opens up a new way, a level of thinking for me to be like, okay, look, I'm going to stay away from it. You know what I'm saying? To me, prayer is just something that you do when you want to reach a higher level of yourself.
That's what I want to do. I don't want to keep, because self-reflection is a great thing.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm going to run to that prayer before I run to self-reflection, because I know I'm going to go back to doing what I say I want to stop doing.
Mm-hmm.
But if I run to my prayer first, maybe that'll shield me away versus I'm putting the blame on myself where I'm just pressuring myself. Man, you need to stop doing that.
Yeah.
Every day I'm going to the mirror like, man, you wrong. Every day I'm putting a lot of pressure on myself.
I mean, it's
mentally,
it's
to
all,
each his own.
It's all in the person. It's like
right.
To each his own type thing.
Right.
You know, but for me, and I'm not going to say that I constantly beat myself up about it.
Yeah.
When you really want to change something, you're going to acknowledge it. You're going to acknowledge it every single day. You have to. You have to acknowledge it in order to you to heal from it. I'm going to give you an example. I've went through a plethora of relationships that caused me to have, to be in a position to where I'm thinking like, damn, what did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? When you know you do everything right. And it's not even as far as like having an intimate relationship with someone. It could be homies. It could be, when you at a position when you have to think about what you did wrong, you kind of start looking at shit differently.
But however, how much of that do you have to do to accept you for who you are? If you got to continuously self-reflect every day, when did you accept I am who I am? But you ain't intentionally trying to do wrong by people,
right?
Or do wrong by yourself.
Yeah.
So do you think that's hurting more than it's healing?
I believe for me, it's more healing to me because I'm gonna give you this.
Yeah.
A lot of things that I went through in life, rather on what scale it is, you know what I'm saying, like relationship, finances, emotions.
Yeah.
First of all, I went through a lot of things in my life that was backed by emotional decisions.
Mm.
You see what I'm saying?
Correct.
So me knowing that I'm an emotional person, like I am emotional in a sort. I'm not like overly emotional.
Yeah.
But I'm emotional. Mm. I'm in tune with my emotions.
We're human.
Because of the self-reflecting that I did along my journey of healing.
Yeah.
A lot of times what people don't understand is when you healing, you're going to go through a lot of unfamiliar shit that you've never seen before. So that's why I put self-reflecting on it, because in those times of uncertainty or in those times of me not knowing which way to go, when I was in a situation with someone who broke my heart or left me confused and gave me no clarity or nothing like that, I had to self-reflect. It was all about me. Yeah. I had to think about me. What could I do better? What could I have done better in this situation to help me for the next situation? Mm-hmm. Self-reflecting helped me with that.
Right. Now that's a good thing. To each his own.
Yeah.
That's how you heal, and if that's what makes you happy, that's what makes you happy.
For sure.
Bro. So I respect it for you even addressing like, okay, I have to self-reflect. A lot of people like, no, it ain't nothing wrong.
Oh no.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
Right.
No. Something's wrong.
Right.
It's okay. Something's wrong.
Yeah.
When you dealing with like shit in your life, adversary, anything dealing with the adversary, trials and tribulations, you are going to go through times where you have to question shit.
So the next question I want to ask you, what's the hardest part about being a black man in today's society?
The hardest thing about being a black man right now in society is acceptance. I'm speaking for black men because a lot of black men don't accept who they really are. Mm. And I'm going to tell you why. Because they actions show it. The reason why a lot of men, and it's hard for a lot of men, but the reason why I say for black men, because a lot of men have paved the way for it to be cool to trick off on women, for it to be cool to slander women, slut shame women, You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot of guys who just walk around picking on women. They hurt. A lot of men are hurt, and a lot of men don't address that shit.
Yeah.
Even though systemically we were raised believing that, oh man, don't be a crybaby.
Yeah.
Don't lay down. You fall down, it's just a little bobo, shake back.
Yeah.
You hear me? So a lot of the times we was built with that was instilled in us.
Yeah.
You know, and we live by that every day.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So a lot of men are not connected with their emotions in a way to where it's like, you gotta just let that shit go.
Yeah.
Whatever you going through, bro. If you fucked up, you ain't got no money. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got shit going for yourself. Hey, express that shit. Talk about it. Because eventually it's gonna subside. You gonna get through it.
Yeah, most definitely. It just depends on what type of man you is.
Right.
If you know how to, address the problem. Address the problem, find a solution, and take action.
For sure.
You can't, because you can't just talk about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can't just talk about it to those people, because we can pick up their bottle. Oh yeah, I need to do this. I need to do that, and not take action on it. And you back to talking about it again.
Mm-hmm.
That's why that go back to the reflection thing when I said, like, how many times you got to keep correcting yourself on your flaws, because we human beings. We're going to have our flaws.
For sure. Always.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's like you're taking action, so that would make it different.
I'm taking action.
Yeah.
So
you're
like,
addressing those problems, you finding the solution, and you taking action.
okay. So like this, I give you an example. My first marriage.
Mm-hmm. You was married?
I was married 2 times. I'm on my second marriage right now.
Okay.
So my first marriage, I had that mentality. Whereas I didn't speak up. She did. You know, she was a counselor. You know, she was emotional and she spoke up a lot of the times.
Yeah.
I didn't speak up a lot. When the sex slowed down,
yeah,
I ain't talk about it. I just thugged it out. I was like, okay, you don't want to have sex? Woo. It's all good. I left it alone.
Right.
But deep down inside, I wanted to confront her every day about it. But that sense of, oh man, she gonna leave me if I, that's gonna be emotional if I say something about her, if I address it, that's gonna be bitch made. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of stuff that I was holding in my last marriage, to where that's why the shit went to shits.
Right.
Because I was afraid to express myself.
Fellas, that's in relationships. You can't be afraid to acknowledge or address the situation. You gotta do what you gotta do, regardless of how your partner feel. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got to be on the same, you know what I'm saying? Same page. Gotta be on the same page.
Same page.
Yeah,
communication.
Sure. When was the last time you truly checked in with your emotions?
Before the podcast. Because I ain't gonna lie, I did not feel like doing the podcast today. I ain't feel like coming here today.
Yeah.
Because, I was at the barbershop. I'm dealing with people all day, every day.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm talking to people all day, every day. And the same shit I'm talking to you about, I was talking about this with somebody earlier.
Yeah.
Because they was going through something.
Wow.
Right. So I think that's just what it is.
And that just showed you why, not saying it don't matter, like that emotion is just a feeling. It's just a temporary feeling.
Mm-hmm.
The logic part was you got up because you agreed to do something and you took action.
Took action.
You took action.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You made it here safely.
Mm-hmm. And I was meditating in the back.
Meditation is a good thing. That's a great thing.
Filtering in all my thoughts, man. So that way I could be real and transparent. A lot of dudes, a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, get on social media. Some dudes get on podcasts and they just be like, and they don't be themselves.
Right.
I was in the back meditating, taking my time, and I'm paying attention to every question. I just want to be authentic.
Right. Nah, for sure. And that's why it's got to be a safe space for you to be authentic.
Yeah, and I appreciate you for being in a safe space.
Yeah,
sure.
It's all good. Do you think being a black man, we confuse surviving with actually living?
I think we do.
Explain why you say that.
So, well, I you know what? I take that back. We survive more. And I say the reason why we survive more is because, like I said, systemically, that's what we was taught.
Right.
We was taught to be the providers. We was taught to lead, protect. We was taught all those things. Now we gotta survive.
Yeah. We
gotta survive.
Right.
We survive because we gotta survive because, like I said, systemically we was raised and it was forced on us to be the men. We gotta provide. We gotta be the leaders. We gotta do all these things, and sometimes it just makes it hard.
Right. You got kids?
Yeah, I got kids.
How's it been? How does it feel being a father?
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Cause all I ever did was like all I ever wanted was kids.
Right.
Cause I wanted my own seeds.
Right.
I wanted to see me grow up again.
Right.
Cause you know they when they branch off from you, they have some of your traits and stuff like that.
Right.
Now you can look at your kid and be like, man, you remind me of me.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that feeling that I always wanted, and I got it now.
Right. You got boy, girl?
All girls.
Woo. I got 2 girls.
2 girls.
Yeah, I got 2 baby girls.
All these girls, everybody be having girls, man. Girls is just starting to take over.
They just give you a certain discipline.
Yes.
When you looking at them little girls. A lot of men don't like, man, girls, no. Man, them girls love their daddies. You know what I'm saying? Regardless, bro. And it seemed like the boys shift more towards their mama.
Because some dudes, I grew up with some dudes who hated their mama. I grew up with some dudes who actually like don't give no shit about their mama.
That's a wild viewpoint.
It is. It sucks.
But you got to know how to forgive your parents too.
A lot of people don't know how to do that. A lot of people are afraid.
No, a lot of people know how to do it. Well, yeah, you're right. But I feel some people choose not to.
They don't do it. Wow. I don't know what that is, but it's something that I would never be able to do.
Right.
If my parents did something to me, I'm gonna forgive them.
Right.
You know, if I did something to them, I would expect for them to forgive me too.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
I'm always gonna make sure I tell my parents how I feel.
Yeah.
Because expressing yourself is a way that you can kind of overcome a lot of stuff in life.
Yeah.
Expressing yourself. I ain't never know how to express myself.
Right.
Because at times, you know, growing up with my parents, because they was like too busy hustling and bustling.
Yeah.
Trying to make the rent, keep the lights on, all that stuff. You know, I grew up in a separate household. But,
yeah.
You know, I'm still able to see both worlds, like how my mama do shit, how my daddy do shit. So I was able to get both.
Right.
But it's like they so busy hustling and bustling, sometimes you can't go to them.
Right.
Sometimes I couldn't go to them because they were so busy working, trying to provide.
And that's why I got a therapist, and I make sure I pray. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my auntie again. There's one person that I can go to. You know what I'm saying? Not no homies. I go to her because I know she a strong praying woman.
Yeah.
And it feels good to at least have one person that you can go to and that honestly care. And you feel that.
Yeah.
You feel that presence. Like, I know this person care. And black man, we feel like that's why we hold it in. That's why we explode, because we don't feel safe most of the time.
That's true. That's true.
However, you got to make sure you get some type of therapy, some type of treatment, man. Mm-hmm. That's why the suicide rate is so high.
Oh,
because we choose not to go, nah, nobody ain't gonna understand. We can't keep living like that.
Yeah, that's real.
But it is hard to find honest people that can keep the conversation that you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Y'all conversation between y'all.
Yeah. So how I met you,
yeah,
it was because I did the groundwork.
Yeah.
it's a lot of times people know the thing that God doing, the people that God placed in their life, but because of hurt and fear,
right,
they allow that to control the narrative of their blessings,
right,
so they lose it.
right.
When I met you, it was because I put the groundwork in. And what I mean by that is the groundwork, understanding who I am, so that way I can attract the people that I want.
Right.
A lot of times we go around, it's everywhere on social media, in the real world, it's everywhere. People are trying to get aligned with their true self so they can find their purpose, so they can find the people that need to be in their life.
Right.
And that's why I say, when I met you and Sue, it's because I did the groundwork.
Right.
And I stood in that. I wanted to get to a new level and meet the right people.
Right.
Yeah,
and it is possible, regardless of the people that done crossed me out, I always still have, I say, limited open arms.
Yeah. That's dope.
You got to be, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody not out to get you or, you know what I'm saying, misuse you. You got some good people.
Mm-hmm.
But I've been noticing when you have good aura, sometimes it can be misused.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I feel at times like my aura be so good, and I'm not just saying I'm just the best person.
Mm-hmm.
However, I do a lot of different things, and a lot of people get offended by that. I got a light that can't be turned off.
Yeah.
I can't help what God blessed me with.
Dark.
I'm shining when it's dark. I'm shining when I go to sleep.
Yeah,
because I manifest these things. I talk to the Most High.
You put the
I
work
was born
in.
like that.
Yeah, you put the work in your own way.
I was created like that.
Yeah, you touched by God, man, for sure.
It ain't that I put the work in. I was born like that.
Yeah,
we all born with some sort of gift. It's knowing how to open up that gift.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
So you say we was born with a gift. At some point in our life, we gotta grow and understand our gift.
Yeah.
Right. So, I got a twin sister.
And
I got this thing called lipodystrophy.
Yeah.
It's a syndrome what me and my sister was born with. Right.
Mm-hmm.
I had the sickness, but I guess it transferred over to her. So she had dealt with like kidney failure and stuff like that, cancer. She fought all that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's a muscle disease where I have literally no % of fat on my body. So like people go, when I walk out in public, man, you got a nice physique, what you do? I don't be knowing what to tell people because I know I didn't work out for this. This is a disorder that I have, that me and my sister have, that we was kind of born with. So within that disorder, people would be like, well, then there's nothing wrong with you. Well, no, it had its stuff. Like they told me, because I had an enlarged heart, the left side of my heart was bigger than the right.
Wow.
And they was like, well, at the age of 6, you ain't gonna live. You're not gonna live to see 6. Oh, I lived to see 6. And when I got to 6, they say, oh, well, you're not gonna live to see 8. Got the 8.
Hated the aura.
Huh?
Hated the aura.
So now.
And look at you now.
So now, they even told me I was gonna die at the age of 12.
Man,
and I ain't trying to cut you off.
No, you good.
But I'm connected with this because the gift.
Yeah.
And when you said that, that's why I was so connected with that, because we was all born with a gift.
Yeah.
I didn't know that I had a gift in me when I was a baby, because I had to grow into it. I had to grow into the acknowledgement of knowing that, damn, you gifted. So that's why I say you touched by God in a way from your true story, how you grew up and how you was raised.
Right.
And you understand your gift.
Yeah.
And you living in that right now.
No,
in
most
real
definitely.
time.
At 2 years old, based off what my parents told me, like I died. I went blue.
Damn.
Yeah, 2 years old. And shout out to my sister and them, daddy, you know what I'm saying, for bringing me back. What is called CPR, right? CPR gave me CPR, brought me back. I'm blessed to be here.
Wow.
I'm blessed to be here.
Damn.
So that's why I give the credit to the big God for allowing me to, you know what I'm saying, be at this point. Everything I done wanted in life,
sure.
it was a challenge to get it, but I called out and like, hey, I want this, I want that. It ain't just about wanting, but at the same token, it's like anything I did want, I asked him for it and he gave it to me.
You know what the thing is? Like when you touched by God, bro, and this go for anybody, generally speaking. Well, I want to say this personally. When you touched by God, you will start seeing a shift in the room. And what I mean by that is like an energetic shift. Yeah. An energetic shift, you will be able to see and read the room like you watch TV. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like you will be able to read the room. You will know the people who truly fuck with you. Yeah. And the people who really just don't give a fuck with you.
I mean, no, that ain't always necessary. I gotta disagree with that. Because it may seem like they fuck with you, but your energy just so strong, they can't even find a reason to not like you.
And you goddamn know what? You right about that.
You know what I'm saying?
About that.
I get that all the time. I don't come to offend nobody.
Right.
When I walk in the room, it's all love. I give before I receive.
Okay. That's real. That's real.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you don't know. You don't know people's intentions. You don't know if they like you or not just because they saying it. Just because they saying it don't mean they rock with you.
That's real.
But
that's real.
You would know through action. Time will tell.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And even then, that's still, it ain't questionable, but sometimes you just have your seasons with people.
Yeah, that's true.
I got some friendships that I've been having since I was, for 20 years, 25 years. I got some relationship that done lasted 2 years, 6 months. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
New friendships that me and your relationship, we done had 5 years. We done had our pros. About 7 years.
Yeah, about 7
We done had our pros and you know what I'm saying? Our ups and downs. But we know how to talk like men.
Yeah.
And address the problem.
Yeah.
Even when, like you said, you're a barber. When you messed up my head, I was mad. But you acknowledged it like, damn, I got to do something to fix this.
And I was coming with all those excuses like, man, you just got curly, you got curly hair, your hair nappy and all that. Nah, I fucked you.
It's all good. And it was times where I forgot to pay you.
Yeah.
And it wasn't intentionally. But it was like, oh, here goes some extra. My bad. I'm genuinely sorry. You know what I'm saying? But that's how you grow as men. You address the problem and find a solution and do what you got to do to keep the friendship. It wasn't about the money. It's just like sometimes we ain't all the way there. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. I can't stay mad at you for messing up my head. You ain't do it intentionally.
Right. That's true. That's true.
And you ain't stay mad at me for getting to give the bread. You know what I'm saying? I had a lot going on that day. So we screened it out and now we here. Still good friends. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think that's cool, bro.
Yeah. A lot of men don't, I don't know what it is, bro. I think it may be like a chemical imbalance or something like that. But a lot of men be afraid to tell another man how he truly feels. A lot of men, bro, and I grew up with them, bro. A lot of men just be afraid to be like, hey, bro, hey, we need to switch it up a little bit. Do this. You made me feel like this. You know what I'm saying? Talk about the shit.
That's crazy because them same men can smoke a blunt, drink together, but you can't address them issues. You'll let that small issue. You'll let that small issue dictate your whole relationship. But y'all should be able to address each other like men. I tried to bring some of my people together. Like, I seen the energy shift, like, people that I came up with, I noticed everybody separating. I'm like, nah, I don't like this. You know what I'm saying? I love everybody. Let me try to pull everybody, because I'm good at getting people together, connecting. Like, I know my strong point. I know the power that the Most High is allowing me. You know what I'm saying? How he using me. I know how to bring people together. I know how to put stuff together. And I was trying to I was doing my best to get everybody to address the problem. Like, hey, man, we can't keep going along and allowing time to go by and not address the problems. We know, we can see when we come around each other, the soft handshakes,
Yeah.
The energy, you can feel it, bro.
Yeah.
You can feel it.
And even like you'll know if like if you know somebody talking behind your back, like you'll know that too. The energy will change too.
Some people good at hiding it though.
Like, oh nah, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. When you spiritually inclined, bro.
Yeah. Now you can feel it.
You'll know.
Yeah.
You'll know if a nigga talking behind your back to somebody else that y'all cool with. Cause the energy gonna shift.
Yeah.
It's gonna change.
Yeah. It can't stay hidden too long.
No.
Yeah, for sure. I agree with you on that.
You'll know.
No, that's real, man.
Yeah.
We got to know how to be able to address these issues.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Gotta know.
The suicide rate too high. Partners who've been knowing each other for the longest falling out for small reasons.
Mm-hmm.
You can't keep living like that.
It's gotta
I understand we got flaws and stuff like that, but man, if that's your partner, you rock with them, address the issues. Talk to them outside of a group of people. Outside of them, hey, bro, I felt you know what I'm saying? I ain't like what you did.
Mm-hmm.
My bad, bro. I ain't mean it like that. Y'all address the problem and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Find a solution. My bad, homie. Love my boy.
That's what's up.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep. I agree.
It got to be like that. But to each his own. You can't, you know what I'm saying, force people to get it.
Mm-hmm.
Some people just not gonna get it. Some people gonna win. Some people gonna lose. That's just how the world is operating.
That's how the world operates.
You know what I'm saying?
You're gonna win, you're gonna lose.
Yeah.
You just gotta keep on going.
Nah, for sure.
Because if you don't keep on going, you ain't gonna never see or reap the benefits that you want.
Yeah.
Or reach your fullest potential.
Mm-hmm.
When you reach your fullest potential in life, you're gonna really start to see. I got a godfather. I got christened into his family. He christened me into his family. He was a preacher. And he told me, he said, respect will bring you places money will never bring you.
Most definitely.
And he instilled that in me as a little boy.
Yeah.
When he told me that, I never forgot it. And that's why I always lead with respect. I always lead with understanding people's boundaries and stuff like that. I never disrespect nobody. I always give it.
Right.
It's actually the laws of cause and effect.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You give what you get.
Right.
You get what you give. You know. So I give it in order to receive it.
Right.
And I don't want to receive it I don't have the expectations of receiving it. I give without expectation.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how I'm able to calculate how I move.
Right.
I give because this is purely out of my heart.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's dope. Hey, man, I just want to say I appreciate you, brother.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you.
You know what I'm saying? Thank you. Yes, sir. Thank you, bro. Yes, sir. You know what I'm saying? This is the SHARAPY. I want you to shout yourself out, man. For the people that don't know, man, y'all need cuts. Y'all need somebody to talk to.
I'm here.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm here.
Shout out your social media, brother.
And again, I go by Yachtmasta Claico. Yachtmasta Claico. That's on all platforms except Facebook until they let me change my name. But on Facebook, it's Loquacious Claico.
Loquacious.
Loquacious. I like to talk. You know what I'm saying? Let's get in. Let's chop it up. You know what I'm saying? I'm a master barber. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a motivational speaker. I like to talk to people. You know what I'm saying? And we just be natural, be real.
Yeah.
I'm from Albany, Louisiana. Big Albany because it's so small.
Yeah.
And, you know, that's just how it is.
Hey, that's what's up. This was a dope conversation, man.
For sure.
I'm the host, Pac 10. This the SHARAPY. Y'all make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. And till next time, we out.